Welcome to Qtis Premium. You should have received your username and login password. Once you've logged in, the dashboard allows the users to get a quick overview of what's going on in the case. All the information stored in the system is based on the case. You'll see here I have access to 2 different cases. Today we're going to be working with the OT case. Once you've selected your case, your window will refresh. We're going to start with the left-hand side. We have the panel, and forms is where we have all of our forms that we use. Just so you know, these forms can be hidden or exposed, customized, and you can even add your own form. To open one of the forms, you'll click on it once. The pencil is so you can edit. If you click on it, it opens up the record. No field is required throughout your forms. In addresses and addresses alone, you see the pin. The pin allows the users to be able to map this instantly by clicking on the pin. You can even map a couple of addresses at the same time by continuing to click on those pins. Click on Show All. It can show you where those addresses are in relation to one another. The bubbles in purple allow you to see the drill down functionality. This shows you that other pieces of information are connected to this address. In this example, we're going to click on the 3. We see that 3 players have been connected to this address. By clicking on Player, it'll take us to our drill down functionality, where we see the 3 individuals that live at this address. We can then see bubbles again. This tells us that there's more data that's connected to these individuals, both automatically by the system if they're in purple, or manually by a user if they're in gray. We can continue to drill down through this data. You'll see the breadcrumb up above that allows you to see where this information is coming from and how it was connected. You can view more than 2, 3 forms and up to 4 at a time by switching to your quadrant view. You can also go horizontal. We have calendar on the left-hand side, and by double-clicking on a date, you can add an event. Reports allows users to pull reports from any of the forms. You can enter keywords or other specific details that you're looking for in your search. You can export. Select the columns you want to export and decide whether you want to do a single export or a multiple export. And by clicking export, this will export to CSV. The Administrator tab allows users to have functionalities like the audit trail. This allows users to see all the activity within the case. Forms Manager will allow us to customize the forms. Role Management allows us to set the different roles you want within your organization. Role Assignment is where you assign individual users to a case and a role. Case Management is where you begin your cases. By clicking on the add, you can start a new case and then assign it to your users. You can add users under the System Users tab. You can add different departments for your organization. And you can post bulletin board messages that will go out to all of your team members. We have a help button if you ever need to contact us, information about our webinars, and tech support. In our forms, I'm going to show you the different functionality features that we offer. People, for example, if we open up this record, now one of the really cool, neat features about Qtis is that it allows us to add embedded objects, meaning things that are related to one another, and the system will connect these automatically on the back end. So let's look at this visual here. On the screen you see an example of a people form. We've added a phone number, some identifiers, and some additional information, as you can see. The plus allows us to add more than one, if that's the case. What this feature allows us to do is to combine all these different forms that are being stored separately within our system and condense it into one. At the bottom of every form, you'll see a files. You can upload any file. All formats are supported. At the bottom of the form, you also see a connection feature. This allows users to connect pieces of information to one another manually. In this example, connect an address to this individual. we're going to connect these two pieces of information. We can then specify how those two pieces of information are related. By typing a description, we can update, and you'll see the text appear. You can search the forms by entering a value in your search bar. You can also search items through your global search. This will search your entire case for any results. We have a notification feature, allows users to see any information that's been added, deleted, or updated. By clicking on them, this will open the record. User setting, this will allow you to change the way you view the forms. In this example, you'll see how the format of your form will change. We also have a upper right hand hamburger that pulls out the calendar, which is a shortcut, and your chat. Resources are located on top menu. These are quick references for investigators. These can be customized links. It also provides tables like contacts that allows users to enter all of their colleagues' contact information. Warrants has a table where warrant date information can be stored. This is an easy way for investigators to keep track of their dates and their paperwork for any warrants that have been issued for their investigation. Bulletin will be messages for the entire team. Shift log allows users to enter occurrences during their shift. Information can be entered into Qtis manually by hitting the plus on every one of these forms, entering as much information as you have and saving, or information can also be imported through a CSV file. The left-hand column are all the columns that are found in your spreadsheet, and on the right-hand side you'll see all the available columns that are in your form. The system will automatically connect the items that are a match, and those that are not, maybe because the spelling is a bit off. You can manually connect by clicking on the item on the left and clicking on the item on the right. You can continue with your import, save the mapping if you'd like, and by hitting next, you've begun the import process. Within a matter of seconds, you can see data that's been imported into the system. Users can also view their data by hovering over. This will display any information that's available in that row, or users can also scroll to the right on their grid to view the information. If you need to delete any records from Qtis, you select the items on the left-hand side, go to your three dots on the upper right corner, and go to delete. Once you confirm the deletion process, the items will be deleted. If you want to see a history at the record level, these triangles here to the left-hand side of the bubbles will allow users to see the history on that record. And the bubbles also provide insight as to changes that have been made. Users can maximize their workspace area not only by pulling up multiple windows at once, but also by hitting this hamburger icon. It expands the window and it gives the user the most space to view their data. When you view the data, you'll notice that some of the entries in the first column may be a little long. You can expand these to the width that you desire, or you can also click on the wrap text and that'll wrap your text on that column. As a reminder, the forms on the left-hand side can be hidden if they are not forms that apply to your job description. Those can be managed under role management. You select the role where you will apply these settings. You want these to be green in order for the user to view this information. In the hover feature, as you hover over an item, you'll see that the hover displays a photo. When you add the photo to the profile, you can do that by going down to Files, selecting the image you'd like to upload. Once it's been 100% uploaded, you save it. And this time when you hover over, you'll see the image displayed. If you have more than one photo, make sure that that photo is set to primary key here. This will determine which image will be shown on hover. Again, thank you and welcome to Qtis Premium. For more videos and tips, check out our YouTube channel.